This is your Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, March the 22nd. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in. Rain moved in a little bit faster than I expected it to yesterday. Most areas of central Alabama getting on the order of a quarter to a half inch overnight. The surface map this morning features a surface low over the southern Louisiana area and a front draped along the Gulf Coast. That warm front may move inland just a little bit and will be the focus for the possibility of some marginally severe weather in the upper atmosphere. We have a fairly substantial trough moving out of the southwestern U.S. across Texas and the lower Mississippi River Valley, and that will be helping to enhance precipitation across the area today as we see a bit of a rainy day. Temperatures across the area have dropped into the 50s, and it looks like we're probably going to stay reasonably steady today with temperatures steady or rising just a little bit, but not much. Highs probably in the upper 50s. Radar showing that we do have a good deal of light rain across the area, and there is only a small risk for thunderstorms down across the southern Alabama area. QPF-wise, it looks like the rainfall will be focused primarily off the southeast coast of the U.S., but across central Alabama, we still expect to see rainfall amounts on the order of 1 inch or so overall. Storm Prediction Center is outlooking a marginal risk area that extends from southeast Mississippi across southern Alabama and into southwest Georgia, including parts of northwest Florida. Lapse rates are going to be probably not very strong, but we do have a fairly strong southwesterly flow between 700 and 500 millibars that could create some problems. The marginal risk area shifts eastward on day 2, Monday, and across the northern half of Florida. And then on day 3, the focus shifts back ahead of the next developing trough and shifts back into the central U.S. All right, the 060 GFS model run this morning, and there's a look at the surface pattern forecast for today at midday. We have the surface low moving along the Gulf Coast, and in the upper atmosphere, we've got a nice trough that you can see by Monday will be moving past central Alabama and over into Georgia. So that means that we should be seeing an end to the precipitation probably in the morning. So rain chances come to an end, and we may even actually see some breaks in the clouds by afternoon. The day dries out nicely on Tuesday with a weak ridging before the next system heads our way. And that next system pretty much because of the ridging moves up into the Great Lakes. But now we begin to see a series of disturbances that will be digging a trough into the eastern part of the country. So we probably will stay dry on Wednesday. But chances will be on the increase Wednesday. And then we see that this trough does begin to show signs of digging in nicely on Thursday with a number of different disturbances moving around and through that trough and helping to dig that trough into the lower Mississippi River Valley. So noting the placement of the 540 thickness line as that of the colder air, we see that it's down into southern Missouri on Thursday. By the time we get out to Friday, the trough is digging pretty nicely, and it'll dig a little bit stronger into Saturday, but we notice the 540 line now down approaching central Mississippi and central Alabama on Friday. So that means Saturday morning with the deep trough, we are going to have the possibility of some freezing weather. So if you have pets or plants that may need protection, you may need to consider that for this weekend. And we can see the 540 line coming down all the way down into South Alabama. By Sunday, the trough, in fairly typical fashion, has moved off the eastern coast of the United States, and so we begin to see moderation. As you can see, the 540 line moves off the southeast coast of the U.S., and so we begin to see moderation of the thicknesses across the U.S. Looking out into Voodoo country, and we stay a little bit coolish with a northwesterly flow through the end of March. And then as we get out to the 1st of April, we do note a pretty ridgy kind of pattern but some disturbances. We see a little disturbance there in the vicinity of the southeastern U.S. that may produce some weather for us. And then we see another disturbance around the 8th in the westerlies moving across the Great Lakes. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video for this Sunday. James Spann should be back in the saddle with the next edition first thing on Monday morning. In the meantime, stay tuned to the blog for notes on our ever-changing weather situation. I hope that you have a great Sunday, and Godspeed.